What's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United. It's your favorite Eurovision channel. We're here day 4 rehearsals, talking about all the stuff that's happening in the second half of semi-final 2, and we're getting closer to the end. It's North Macedonia who just rehearsed for the very first time. Can we be proud? Should she be proud of her staging or not? Let's talk this through. Tamara Todevska. What do you think?
Yes, she should be proud. This is the best staging North Macedonia has done in many years. Now, with that said, the baseline for the staging for North Macedonia has been quite low, and I still think there are areas where there can be room for improvement. But with that said, the vocals are on spot. This has been an issue in the past from North Macedonia. The studio version very much differing from the live version, and dare I say it, the live version is so much better with the added oomph of the live backing vocalists as well, the good mixing, her strong powerful voice, her strong powerful stage presence. The only thing that I'm worried about is that it is in what I'm going to call now the bloodbath that is semi-final 2. It is getting rough out there, almost as bad as semi-final 1 from last year. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yes. I agree with what you were saying, because during the live stream we were talking, it sounded initially, I'm like, I was being overly critical because we were pointing out the things that we were questioning, right? But when you look at it, the package as a whole, I was like, no, this is actually really good. I thought that, yes, I pointed out the effect that they use on the backdrop where you see like 5 images of her, but just her back turned. You know, it looks like there is a mirror image, but it looks like it's actually recording because it's sometimes out of sync. But either way, like, I'm not quite sure that's the only part. I'm like, I don't know why we need to have those backs turned. And it's a cool effect to have all of that. I wish they would have done something different with that. That's my only concern I have. But once I look past that, I think it is actually a really neat song, the way they execute. And what I want to point out is especially is when that big notes, almost the second chorus is in, like the backup singers come in really powerful and shout out. I was like, exactly, ooh, that moment not that you were asleep before, but it really gives you another boost at that moment. It wakes you up that you were asleep, but it was just really well done. And then they kind of do like a ha with her, and it was beautiful. So I love that addition to that as well. And during the instrumental part, when all these pictures show up of these kids, you know, that is a very nice addition as well, because it's a very quiet moment of that song. So it gives us a little bit something else to look at. And I think it's all coming together. Tamara, to me, sounded amazing. Like, every run through, she was perfect. And I expect that to continue throughout the other rehearsals. I really hope that North Macedonia keeps what they're doing. Is there anything we should talk about as far as improvement? What should they do?
I mean, I think the only thing I could think of is really thinking about what the purpose of those mirrors are there for.
Yes.
Because right now it's just sort of there and there's really no explanation. It almost feels like they just needed something to fill in space, yes, and they decided to go with mirrors to sort of make the stage feel smaller. And that's their purpose, then so be it. It actually does work and make it a little bit more intimate. Yes. But I almost feel like if you wanted to have more bodies on the stage, then maybe you should have had a spot for the backup singers to come in and really have them interact with her and create this moment like what happened with Serbia 2007. I won't try to pronounce it because I totally butchered it. Molitva. Yeah. Okay, I tried.
And you did good. And you said exactly what I was going to say. It's about those things. Like, maybe it would have made more sense to have those backup singers there and get their own part, because they're all female singers from what I'm hearing, and it adds to the whole theme of the song. So that would have been my suggestion as well. Other than that, she's vocally there. She is, the camera work itself seems to be, especially by the last run through, almost flawless. I'm sure the delegation has other issues, but to us, to the amateur eye who's not like judging everything, felt good.
Yeah, I just feel like that's not a song where the backup singers would be static. They'd be really getting into the song as well. And it's almost like what you see with John Lundvik, which is the backup singers being part of the show. And I feel like they could take something out of the page of Sweden this year and really add to that. And the best memory I have from 2017 watching semifinal 2 was Serbia's backup singers were not on stage, but they were in this circle in the corner where the backup singers are going, and they were just really moving and flowing and really gelling together. And I just said, it sucks that they weren't on stage for people to see this interaction going on with the 4 of them, because they were really into it and gelling together as a cohesive unit. And I feel like North Macedonia could have that moment, but this time on stage there.
Yes. And that is fair, and these are our thoughts, but overall we do approve of the staging. We're just pointing out that one thing that we would have changed, but we would love to hear from you. I'm not sure if you saw the clip on YouTube. Do you agree with us? Are you excited about North Macedonia staging or not? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I'll talk to you all later.